Good morning. I'm Joseph Dixon, teaching artist with JD Art, serving organizations like Avondale House, the River Visual and Performing Arts Center, Young Audiences of Houston, Young Audiences of Southeast Texas, and Katy Artreach. Today we have an exciting art activity that we're going to do. And I'm going to use it with the assistance of my son, Noah. We're going to have a great time painting with watercolor pencils. And this is going to be a fun, engaging activity. And before we get started, I'd like to share a little bit about what we hope to accomplish.
Since I'm working with special needs children, my goal today is to focus on, my goal for this particular activity is to focus on finding gross motor development as well as social development.
We'll also focus on some TEAC objectives like spatial reasoning, ordinal numbers, and color matching. So this fun, engaging activity is great for the entire family. I hope you all get involved with it and try it out. Prior to getting started with our painting activity, it's very important that we make sure that the area we're going to work with is clean. So we want to make sure that we sanitize the table that we're going to work on. And it's even more important, especially during this time, that we make sure we wash our hands before starting the activity. Before we get started, there are a few supplies that you'll need for this particular project. And you can probably find these supplies at your various arts and crafts stores or in your neighborhood convenience store, maybe in the arts and craft department. Okay, so grab these materials and let's get started. Now, there are some basic materials that we're going to use for this project. Several of these items you can pick up at your local store. Watercolor pencils, a template for the image that you're going to use, watercolor paper to paint on, carbon paper for transferring. It's also important that you have paint brushes to use for this activity and water. Masking tape always comes in handy to secure your painting to the table. All right, so Noah and I, we're going to work on some painting with watercolor pencils. Noah, can you say hi?
All
right, so now we're going to get started this way. We're going to start off with our choosing an image that we're going to work with. So we have some flowers that we're going to paint today. And I'm going to let Noah, from our templates, I want you to pick one. Okay, so that Noah picked his, and I will do the other one. The next thing we need to do, we'll be working with watercolors. So we're going to use a really good, heavyweight watercolor paper, okay? Okay. All right, so now we take our watercolor paper. We also need a sheet of our carbon paper. Yeah. Our carbon paper. We need a sheet of our carbon paper, right? And one for you, one for me. And now what we're going to do, we're going to fix everything so we can trace our image out onto our watercolor paper. So with Noah, I may have to do some hand-over-hand activity with him, which is perfectly okay, right? Yeah. So Noah's going to take it, and we're going to help Noah trace his picture out. And now that we have the image, let's take a look. Want to see what it looks like? All right, so now we remove the template and put it to the side. We remove the carbon paper. Next, we remove the carbon paper. Yeah. Put that to the side. And now, here we have our image. Our image is traced out onto the paper. You like that, huh? All right. So now, what we're gonna do, because the watercolor pencils are dissolvable, what we want to do now is use our colors, and this is where some wonderful color matching comes into play. Okay. So Noah, how about if we work with red, orange? We'll work with orange. We'll work with the color red. And how about the color blue? Blue. Use your words. Blue. Very good. Can you say red? Red. Orange. And a wonderful activity that they can do at this point is kind of do some color matching. Noah, touch the red. Touch red. Good. Good. That's it. Touch the blue.
No.
Where's the blue?
No.
Get the blue. Take the blue. Very good. What we have left is orange. Now, because the watercolor pencils, again, are dissolvable, what we want to do is we're going to shade. Let's do the background first. And we'll do it in blue. So we shade the background. And as we are shading the background, try to cover it as much as possible. Now I'm doing it for him, but now I'm going to let Noah do some of the background. Go ahead and shade, cover, color. Good. Good.
What color? Blue. Blue.
Good. Here's a good opportunity to do some hand over hand. If you want to make sure you hold the pencil correctly. And now we're going to do the background. Good job. You like it? Yeah. I like it too. Now, taking our brush, we want to activate that. We want to activate the paint. Okay, ready? And your turn. Let's activate that paint. There you go. Good job. Very good. Yeah. All right.
The border.
Good job. And so now, we have our background. cover with blue. All right. Yeah. All right. So now we're going to actually work on the flower. What color do you want to do the flower? We have red and orange. Pick one. We chose what color? Orange. Okay. So now we're going to do the color of the flower.
Good. Keep going. Good. Keep going. All right. Good. So now, the brush. Blend it orange. Blend it. Your turn.
Good job. Yeah. Now, we're going to maybe add a little detail to it, okay? So let's add some detail. Now, one thing about watercolor pencils is when the pencil and when the paper is wet, guess what? You can also go back and apply the watercolor pencil and it automatically dissolves right then. Get a rich, deep mark when you do that, when you apply it to wet paper. Like so. Yeah, I like it. So let's blend these last little colors, okay? Ready? Let's blend that black, but take our time. Let's change the size brush. We're using a big brush. Let's use a smaller brush. We're going to use a smaller brush this time for some of those little details that we're doing. Ready? Go ahead. And I'm going to do a little hand on the hand with Noah. Yeah, your turn. Go. Good job. Nice. A little more water. Keep going.
Use a smaller brush. Smaller brush.
Good job. My turn. The watercolor pencils are such a fun medium to work with. It's so versatile when you really want to explore color blending and working with blending color and things like that. Also, it's a fun medium for the little ones because they get excited when they realize that, oh, their marks can change once you apply the water to it. So, Noah has done a fantastic job. We're finishing this one here up. And right now, we're just going to take a real quick look at Noah's flower. Good job? Good job, Noah. Good job. Yeah.
Hold it up.